Hi artists, let's get started drawing these castles. You are going to have some rectangles and squares out at your tables. You'll have to share these, of course, but what I would do is I would probably start with a bigger one and maybe a couple of smaller ones. And you can start to kind of puzzle piece your project together first before you draw anything. So you get to decide if you want your paper to be vertical, up and down, tall, or horizontal, side to side. That's up to you. I've already done a vertical one, so this time I'll do horizontal. And what these little squares will help do is just, first of all, you can use them to trace, but they'll help kind of just puzzle piece everything together and make sure that you like everything before you draw it. We also want to use these for drawing because otherwise our castles might end up too small or too big. So if you notice that some things aren't the same size, you don't have to use that over here. You could use this one twice. So let's just get started and I'll show you what I mean. So what I would do is while I'm drawing, I would hold my stencil down with one hand and trace with the other. And I really like my lines thick. So notice how if you draw on the side of the Sharpie, it's a lot thicker than the point. Let me show you what I mean. Notice how this line is really, well, it's a lot thicker than this one. That's because for this one, I drew on the tippy top point. And then for this one, I almost turned my marker sideways and I drew on the slanted edge. If you look really carefully, I drew on this slanted edge instead of just the tippy top point. So that's my own little trick. You could also just go back over the lines. This will make your castle pop a lot. So we do want the lines to be a little thicker. So you can just hold the stencil down in place, trace, and today we really just right now we want to focus on building our castle and making it look really nice. Now, what if you wanted to do a castle line? Let me show you what I mean. I'll find one that's a little smaller and I might need to cut up a few smaller ones for you guys, or I could just kind of go like this. Check this out. So I'm just not going to draw the top of this square, and then let me make this a little thicker because I told you it looks a lot better if it's thick. Instead of tracing that top, now I can make my castle line here. There we go. Okay, and you can keep playing around and make any other things you need to. Maybe there will be space right here. Well, there's not a ton of space, but if I just put this a little overlapping, it should work. All right, ready? Oops, oh no, it's okay. I'm gonna take a deep breath. I'm gonna put this back where I had it and I'm just gonna keep going. I bet I can turn that into something and you won't even notice it. Cool, I like how that kind of looks like it's overlapping. So that's a cool idea. All right. When you're done and it's time to start adding details, if you made a mistake like I did, you can just turn it into something like these bricks or maybe a window or any other details. So really, I don't think that should be a problem. Look at that, blends right in with the bricks. So we'll go through and decorate too. One last thing before I let you go and get started, I will have these packets at your tables and these can help give you ideas to build your castle and then add the details on the other side. Good luck, artists.